Hey, happy Monday, 8th graders. What I usually love about Mondays is the fact that we get to kind of share what we did over the weekend just a little bit, and I love hearing about your adventures. You know, adventures look very different in this area of COVID-19, but my family did something kind of fun on Saturday night. Instead of going through a drive-through and grabbing some food, we decided to let every kid pick what drive-through that they wanted to go through and just do a little tour of Sioux Falls via fast food drive-throughs. So every kid got to pick where they wanted to eat. We ran through that drive-through and they ordered what they wanted, and we just kind of went to the next one and we ate in our car and had just a fun little adventure. Kinsey, of course, got a cheeseburger from Culver's, and Peyton got a burrito bowl from Pancheros, and JC got wings and fries from Slim's, and Mike and I got chicken strips from Popeyes. So we had fun just touring Sioux Falls and looking for new ways to adventure. So that was our weekend. It was a good time. Good to spend time together in the car, look around, and just see what was going on. What I need you to do is to have two tabs open. So you might have to hit pause to make sure. In the directions in your to-do list, I asked you to have these two tabs open. Have this video open in one tab, and then the Lewis and Clark journal map document that's attached to today's to-do list, have that open in another tab. So go ahead and pause this video if you have to do that, but I'd like you to set up those two tabs because we're going to do the first part of your assignment together, and then you'll do just a little bit on your own today, but most of it we're going to do together. So if you look at today's to-do list, we are going to be looking a little bit more closely at Lewis and Clark's journey. But before we do that, we're going to read together President Jefferson's letter to Meriwether Lewis. It's a primary source. It was something that he wrote, and we're going to read that actual letter. Sometimes because of old language, the way they used to talk and the things how they used to put things, sometimes reading a primary source is hard. So we're going to read that together. I'm not going to assign it. We're going to read it together and do that part of it together. Okay, so if you launch your assignment today, it's going to look like this, the Core of Discovery Journey Stations. Now, this word right here is pronounced core, okay, the core of discovery. The P is silent. It is a word from the French language. It derived from the French language, and it just means like group. So we have this group of people going out to discover. You should remember that from our reading last week. It wasn't just Lewis and Clark. They had a whole group. Okay, so we're going to read directions here. It says, first read President Jefferson's instructions to Meriwether Lewis. So we're going to do that first. So go ahead and open up that tab and scroll down to page 3. All right. Follow along here as I read in my tab, and then we're going to do some highlighting together. He outlines kind of 3 main things, 3 main directions that he gave. Okay, so follow along here. In preparation for one of the greatest explorations in American history, President Thomas Jefferson wrote out instructions to Meriwether Lewis, and at the time, the West was an unknown entity. Lewis and his co-commander William Clark were armed with very little information about the obstacles and dangers that they would encounter. In his letter, Jefferson informs Lewis of what to look for, how to act, and what to do at various points along the journey. Okay, so here is his to-do list. It was like Jefferson was the teacher and gave him his to-do list. 2, Meriwether Lewis, captain of the 1st Regiment of the Infantry of the U.S. of A. The object of your mission is to explore the Missouri River. So I want you to go to your document and I want you to highlight that. Explore the Missouri River. That was the point of it. Okay? If you need to hit pause and go do that, you may do that. Or you can just bop over to the other tab. Let's keep reading. And the principal stream of it, as by its course and communication with the water of the Pacific Ocean, may offer the most direct and practicable water communication across the continent for the purpose of commerce. Big fancy word. Can you find a direct water route across the continent? So, is there a way that people can get from the Atlantic to the Pacific Ocean directly? So that was kind of the first thing. Explore the Missouri River. Is there a direct route across the continent? Okay, let's see what else they had to do. Beginning at the mouth of the Missouri, you will take observations of the latitude, longitude at all remarkable points on the river, especially at the mouths of river, at rapids, at islands, and other places. The interesting points of the portage between the heads of the Missouri and the water offering the best communication with the Pacific should be fixed by observation and the course of that water to the ocean. Your observations are to be taken with great pains and accuracy. Again, explore the Missouri River. Tell me everything you learn about it. Second, the commerce which may be carried out with the people inhabiting the line, you will pursue renders a knowledge of these important people. Okay, so find out about the people along the way. So we're going to highlight that in another color. Okay, so explore the river, find out everything about the people that you come in contact with. You will therefore endeavor to make yourself acquainted with their names, of their nations and their numbers, the extent and limit of their possessions, their relation with other tribes or nations, their language, tradition, food, clothing, diseases prevalent among them, and the remedies they use, the articles of commerce they may need or furnish to whatever extent. So find out everything about the people along the way. Then, other objects of notice will be the soil and the face of the country. So in other words, what is the geography like? Tell me everything about the land. So we have the waterway, the people, and the third thing is the land. Its growth and vegetable productions, especially not those of the U.S., the animals, the mineral production of every kind, volcanic appearances, climate, by its temperature. Is it rainy, cloudy, clear days, lightning, hail, snow, ice? By the winds, the dates at which particular plants put forth or lose their flowers or leaf, times of appearance, particular birds, reptiles, or insects. So anything about its geography, animals, plants. In all your interactions with the people, treat them friendly. And this is a weird word that just means be peaceful. Be friendly and peaceful in your manner, which their conduct will admit. Allay all your jealousies as to the object of your journey. Satisfy them with innocence. Make them acquainted with the position, extent of character, peaceable, and commercial dispositions of the U.S. That our wish is to be friendly, neighborly, and useful to them, and our dispositions to a commercial relationship with them. In other words, as you meet people, be friendly and kind. We want to trade with them. We want to learn from them. So that was the letter. Find out about the waterways, the people, the geography. Be kind as you do it. So your letter in your document should have these three things highlighted. So go ahead and transfer that over to your document. Now, I'm going to let you do the rest on your own, and you're just going to do two things today, okay? You're going to look at Station 1 and Station 2 only. So when you click on Station 1, it's going to take you right there, okay? You're going to read about their first journal entry, okay? So you get a little bit of information about it, and then their journey, their perspective on their journey from their journal, okay? So then take a couple of notes in here. I would say probably 3 things that they did at that first stop or on that first leg, and then you're going to mark that on the map. As you view each station, insert drawing. So you're going to go to insert drawing and you are going to find the shape tool to add to each dot below. I might just go to insert special character. You could do drawing, you could do image and just get a little star or a little dot. But you're going to insert a star or a dot on the map, okay? And they show you right where to do it on each station, okay? So for each one, you're going to read the notes and the journal. Give me like 3 things here and then mark on the map. You only have to do station 1 and 2 today, okay? 1 and 2, and I'm going to make sure I make that very clear. Only 1 and 2 today. Stop after 1 and 2. We spent the first few minutes here together doing the letter together because I thought that was kind of hard to do on your own. Now, if you could read stations 1 and 2, take a few notes about it and place that on the map. The map is on page 2 of the packet. So the map is, you just scroll down and here's the map. So you'll have 2 markings on the map today. All right, so there you go. Have fun learning about the first 2 legs of their journey today. Okay, 2 legs, information on the directions in the to-do list and at the top of the page, but contact me if you have any questions. All right, have a great day, 8th graders.